Welcome to the 10 Minutes Goldmine, where every book gives you a treasure of knowledge in just 10 minutes. The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch, a thrilling fantasy adventure. The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch is the first book in the Gentleman Bastard series, and it takes readers on a thrilling journey through a world of crime, deception, and complex characters. Set in the vibrant and dangerous city of Camorr, the story follows Locke Lamora, a master thief and con artist, who leads a group known as the Gentleman Bastards. Their goal is to pull off the biggest heists while avoiding the deadly attention of both the underworld and powerful political figures. The book expertly blends crime, fantasy, and magic, creating a world that is as rich and detailed as the adventures Locke and his crew undertake. Introduction to the world of Camorr. Camorr, a city inspired by Venice, is a bustling metropolis filled with canals, grand buildings, and a mix of cultures and criminals. The city is divided into different districts, each controlled by different gangs and factions. The wealth disparity between the upper and lower classes is staggering, and the city's criminal activity is both organized and chaotic. At the heart of this is Locke Lamora, an orphan who grew up on the streets but was taken in by an old thief named Chains. Raised to be a thief and trained in deception, Locke quickly rises to the top of Camorr's criminal world. In this world, the Gentleman Bastards operate in secret. On the surface, they are a group of harmless beggars, but in reality, they are skilled thieves who steal from the rich elite. The story begins with Locke pulling off a heist, displaying his ability to outwit even the most powerful people in the city. However, the book makes it clear early on that Camorr is a dangerous place to operate, and the path Locke chooses will have consequences. Locke's intelligence and wit set him apart from other criminals in the city. While others might resort to brute force or threats, Locke relies on strategy, planning, and manipulation. This makes him a fascinating character to follow as he maneuvers through the treacherous underworld of Camorr. Locke Lamora and his Gentleman Bastards. Locke's gang, the Gentleman Bastards, consists of a group of highly skilled individuals, each with their own talents and personalities. They are united by one thing: their love of stealing from the rich. The crew's leader, Locke, is both clever and daring. There's Jean, the group's enforcer and Locke's best friend, who is a physically imposing figure with a fierce loyalty to Locke. Jean's skills, particularly in combat, provide a sense of security to the team, as he can defend the crew when things go wrong. Then there's Sabatha, Locke's former lover, whose return to the gang adds complexity to their relationship. While Locke and Sabatha have a past filled with tension, their dynamic creates moments of both humor and emotional depth throughout the novel. Kalo and Galdo, the twin brothers, bring much-needed humor and charm to the group, balancing out the darker elements of the story. The Gentleman Bastards are not just a group of thieves, they are a family. They share a bond that goes beyond their criminal activities. This theme of friendship and loyalty is one of the book's strongest points. Despite the dangers they face, the members of the crew rely on each other, and their camaraderie is one of the most compelling aspects of the book. A web of deception and betrayal. As the story unfolds, the Gentleman Bastards face a new threat: the Grey King, a mysterious figure who has his own plans for Camorr's criminal underworld. The Grey King's arrival shifts the balance of power in the city, and Locke finds himself in a battle against someone who is just as clever and ruthless as he is. Unlike other adversaries, the Grey King is not simply interested in money or power. His plans have a much darker, more personal motive. The rivalry between Locke and the Grey King escalates as each tries to outsmart the other. Their schemes are a battle of wits, with both sides using deception, manipulation, and strategy to gain the upper hand. This dynamic adds a level of tension and suspense throughout the novel. It's not just about who will win the battle of crime, but about the personal stakes involved for both Locke and the Grey King. The Grey King's plot becomes a dangerous game for Locke and his crew. As they try to uncover the truth behind the Grey King's schemes, they find themselves entangled in a much larger conspiracy that threatens the very fabric of Camorr. Every move they make is fraught with risk, and betrayal is always just around the corner. Themes of loyalty, friendship, and morality. One of the central themes of the Lies of Locke Lamora is the idea of loyalty and friendship. Locke's relationship with his crew is the heart of the story. While they may be criminals, the gentleman bastards operate with a code of honor. They steal only from the rich, never from the poor, and they have a deep sense of loyalty to each other. Locke's commitment to his friends, especially Jean, is evident throughout the book. This loyalty is tested as they face dangerous challenges, but it remains unbroken, providing a foundation for the story. The novel also delves into the theme of morality. Locke and his gang may be thieves, but they are not the typical criminals. They steal for their own gain, but they also have a certain respect for their craft. Their heists are carried out with style, and there is a sense of honor in the way they operate. The contrast between their actions and the ruthlessness of their enemies highlights the moral complexity of the world they inhabit. Locke's personal journey also reflects the theme of internal conflict. While he is a skilled thief, he is haunted by his past and struggles with the consequences of his actions. This internal struggle adds depth to his character and makes him more relatable to readers. He is not a perfect hero, but a flawed individual who is constantly questioning his own choices. A world filled with magic and intrigue. While the Lies of Locke Lamora is primarily focused on crime and thievery, it is set in a world that is filled with magic and mystery. The city of Camorr is home to the Bondsmagi, a powerful and secretive group of sorcerers who manipulate events from the shadows. The Bondsmagi's influence is felt throughout the city, and their magic adds an element of danger to the already treacherous world Locke inhabits. The magical system in the book is fascinating. The Bondsmagi are not simply wizards casting spells, their powers come with rules and consequences. Their magic is as dangerous as it is powerful, and their involvement in the plot adds an intriguing layer of complexity. The balance of power in Camorr is delicately maintained by these sorcerers, and their interactions with Locke and his crew are filled with tension and danger. In addition to the Bondsmagi, there are other factions and characters that add to the intrigue. The city itself is a character in its own right, with its canals, hidden passages, and dark alleys providing the perfect backdrop for Locke's schemes. The detailed world building in the book creates a setting that feels alive and immersive, drawing readers into the story. The plot's twists and turns. The Lies of Locke Lamora is full of unexpected twists and turns. Just when you think you know what will happen next, Scott Lynch throws in a surprise that keeps the story fresh and exciting. The plot is intricate, and the schemes Locke and his gang devise are filled with clever twists. As Locke faces off against the Grey King, the tension builds, and the stakes become higher than ever. The climax of the book is intense and action-packed. Locke and his crew are faced with their greatest challenge yet, and the final showdown is filled with suspense and emotion. The resolution of the story is satisfying, yet leaves room for future adventures. The book ends on a note that promises more exciting tales to come in the Gentleman Bastard series. Conclusion: a must-read fantasy adventure. The Lies of Locke Lamora is a brilliant blend of fantasy, crime, and adventure. With its complex characters, intricate plot, and immersive world building, it's a book that will keep readers hooked from beginning to end. The combination of clever heists, political intrigue, and magical elements makes it a standout novel in the fantasy genre. Locke Lamora is a character who will stay with you long after you've finished reading, and the world of Camorr is one that begs to be explored further. Do you think Locke and his crew will ever face an adversary who can outsmart them, or is their bond and wit enough to see them through any challenge? If you have any book suggestions for me to make a video about, feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments section. That's it for today's 10 minutes goldmine. If you found value in this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep mining for more golden knowledge. See you in the next one.